MBA is only a gateway to career. So first of all, if somebody says that MBA is my aim, I do not agree ever. MBA is only a means. And the second component, which is GD and interview or personality development program, most of the people get dejected if they do not have the percentile. So you will have to overview your percentile in different dimensions. And you got to have your spirits high. So the basic why you came here, I'm going to reiterate the same. Think of the careers and the salary packages, and then we'll be comparing. The most common for the youth and the maximum people which in this country give is 50 lakh people give every year SSC and bank clerical. Okay. And the success is around 25,000 students with an average salary of 30,000 a month. Oh yeah, 4 lakh package. It's pretty tough. You see the competition, 50 lakh, 25,000 people. Okay. What is the game stake? The second comes bank PO. Bank PO comes, it's around 15 lakh people give. And again, how many people get success? 5,000. Bank PO is nothing less than 96, 97 to 98 percentile of CAT. And still they get a package of only 6 lakhs. It is nothing less than, if you clear through bank PO, that means you're going to clear, you have the same level as 95 percentile plus in CAT. You're getting my logic? Now we come to GATE. 8 lakh people give. Okay? Now PSUs में their selection rate is 5,000. And PSUs give a package of 9 lakhs, which only 500 people will be getting it. Okay, rest after MTech, the average salary is again 6 to 8 lakhs. Only among engineers. Okay, the engineering colleges, 15 lakh people. Okay, all across the country, engineers with 9 lakh plus passage is only 1,500 students from the campus, except IITs. मैं IITs की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ. IITs को हटा दें. NITs वगैरह की मैं बात कर रहा हूँ. 9 lakh plus package और 6 to 8 lakhs. It's around 50,000. This is the market outlook. This is what people get. Now you think of MBA. 2.7 lakh people. 2.8 10,000 देते नहीं है. Top 50 colleges. Average salary is more than 9. And 50 to 100. That means यहाँ पे top 50 कॉलेज में आप 60%, top 60% में आप रहें तो आपको 9 लाख प्लस का जॉब मिलेगा. और 50 to 100 में टॉप 20% रहें तो आपको 9 लाख का जॉब मिल जाएगा. You see, there's such less competition and you can qualify for 9 lakh plus job, which is supposed to be decent enough to carry out everything. You still have the best probability to do well in life taking this course. So all the people who have dropped their shoulders, they should cheer themselves up. Ultimately, why you came for MBA? It's for your career, to be part of corporate world, where hope is there that you can get into a senior position. Even if you are scoring 80, 85 in CAT, you are eligible to be part of these colleges. It's not so bad. Are one thing which everybody hoped for, 99 percentile, forget about it. Some days are bad, some days are good, fine enough. It's actually an exam. Even India lost yesterday. Okay. It's a simple visualization. So nobody should be feeling low during our personality procedure. You are in a quest to improve your situation rather than competing and comparing with anybody. You're getting a point? All of you are going to have a different chart. You people are coming with different facets. You people are different in respect to your qualities, your profile. Till the time it was an exam, written exam, fine enough, everybody was on the same page. But today, when it comes to college selection, the kind of career path you're going to take will depend upon what kind of corporate world you wish to be part of, what kind of specialization, which college deals with the people of your profile. There are many factors which come into picture. Nitin sir is there. There were 3 of my students who were going to MDI. They had good percentile, but they were having very poor profile. I told them, don't go. Because in MDI, maybe you're going there because of percentile, but the fact is you will be having one of the worst profiles, and every company will shoo you away. It happened. They did not get a job, and the job they got was the lowest bracket, and did not even. It's not that they performed badly there. They were the top 50%. They were not the toppers. If you're coming from a low profile, only if you can obliterate this by being the shining people who are in the top. You're getting a point? If you're a typical BCom girl with hardly anything, if you go to IIMs, you'll be at C unless until you secure top ranks there. But वहां पे वो लोएस्ट इस तरह से बुलाते हैं कि 11-12 लाख का लोएस्ट होता है, तो all the people, Dipankar and everybody got 11-12 का average. They were doing well in IIM, but they were very happy. In fact, 13 का मिला है जो लोएस्ट है, इससे कम में अब आना नहीं चाहिए IIMs में. And they knew it because this lecture was there. They were happy. Are you getting the point? So how many of you think that MBA is the best gateway? The only deterrent is 10 to 20 lakh expenditure. The only deterrent is this. Best probability of getting a good job is through MBA. And nobody should feel ashamed, even 50 to 100, ICFI. Now think, ICFI में 200 लोगों का पैकेज, 200 बच्चों का पैकेज 9 लाख से प्लस होता है ICFI हैदराबाद में. That's 50 to 100 college. पर 200 बच्चे 9 लाख प्लस की जॉब एचबीटीआई में कुल मिला के 15 लोग की होगी, तो ऐसे ही होती है। यू फ्रॉम विच इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज? जेपी में कितने लोग की 9 लाख प्लस होती होगी?
लेकिन होती है काफी लोग।
कितने लोगों की?
थिंक अराउंड 40.
Delhi, you know, so that is what I'm trying to understand. JP is one of the top colleges, top very high percentage people. ठीक है? So the fact is, और 200 लोग एक कॉलेज से, बट उन्हीं को मिलती है जिनका प्रोफाइल होता है। सबको कितने दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी के पीपल, यू आर फ्रॉम दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी, so many kids go to ICFI. Agree? They have not done well in CAT, but they go to ICFI because they have 97-98% and they feel that they can get this job from ICFI. So many CAs join because there are 50 jobs in ICFI which are worth 25-30 lakhs, as good as IIMS, which they would have got from IIMS, the same job they get from ICFI. But they have the profile. Otherwise, they will not be getting it. Normal Vyakti, I do not know, he will get a 25 lakh job from ICFI unless until somebody is an engineer from a very good place and work experience, or somebody is CA. You are not going to get it. Even the Delhi University people get 13, 14, वही वाला पैकेज उनको ICFI से मिलता है. Okay. So I think how much you are sure about yourself, that is the process. Now we come to personality. This is something which we always say. All of you have some personality. Nobody is, you always say, no, you're bad in this. Can anybody having an opinion why I'm saying nobody is bad in this class? In this class. Answer, because frankly, this you'll keep hearing. When we talk about personality, there is nothing called right or wrong. Is good or bad? Are you getting a point? And in personality, it's not when it is not right or wrong is when there's knowledge content. Good or bad is thought content. So if you're not answering, that means you're not trying to have an impetus to provide thought content. Because you're still empirical and trying to think of right and wrong, which is not the modus operandi for this kind of session, which will be there for next 1 month, and probably, all my ex-students remember these sessions more than what we teach them for 7 months. What we taught you in maths is over, but what we are going to teach you is in these sessions will remain permanent. Whenever you're going to look for a job, whenever you're going to write essays, the same thought content has to prevail. Your knowledge domain may change, but your personality domain, little bit flexibility can only be brought about. It still remains the same. Please.
When it comes to personality, it is not binary, like it is not right or wrong, but
No, you are speaking my language.
But
I'll need to have elucidation.
Everyone has learned from their experiences, and they have a different approach to problem solving or to a certain situation. So it is just about their how to approach a situation, what is their confidence in that particular situation and how can they resolve that particular issue or problem. And if everyone has learned something from their lives, so it's just that how clear you are when it comes to thought process or problem solving.
Okay, let me explain something in that verbosity for so long. He displays a personality. That means person has good language skill, but communication was still missing. How many of you could gather that? It's a simple thing. Everybody has different skill sets, and there are different job requirements which require different skill sets. So somebody who is a very meek person can be very suited to banking job, because you got to sit like a meek person, don't do anything, only keep smiling to a. You are getting my point? Which we despise while having colloquial or vernacular way of expression in class. But the same person will be very effective if he has to do marketing in Itawa. I hate people, when any accident is there, they throng, they sit. It's not my personality. But those kind of people can be very good HR people. Because they mix. They can have sweet conversation. So therefore, different work sets, different personality. Somewhere or other you have something which can fit in a career. You're getting a point? So the fact is, personality session, simple. Here, selection panel looks for, if I am going to go for a bank interview, will I show my aggressive intent? You are going to BIMTech, where the average salary is around 8 lakhs. Okay, two of my students had joined Reliance, at that time it was on the 4th floor. And they were very ordinary students, 81, 82 percentile, and they were having a package of 11.5 lakhs. And there I start being very brash and start throwing my knowledge, statistics and everything. They will feel, we call it in personality jargon, overpitched. What I say, when I teach maths, I do not use this kind of language because it is not warranted. Very simple. So the overpitching, that BIMTech will not take you. So you got to talk about, in fact in my family, my middle brother, he's from Miami, and he did not clear, that time Lucknow University was one of the top colleges of the country, because there were hardly any colleges. He did not clear the interview of Lucknow University MBA, and he cleared IIM Ahmedabad. Same thing, overfishing. What he talked about is aspiration. So this guy will not come, better not take him. I'm trying to give you a hint. So the fact is, personality and leadership. Now there are certain qualities which should be common to an individual, and they are management qualities. Common. Let's see. And management qualities. Let me see your discretion in pointing out for any employee what are the qualities which are associated, which should be displayed And what are managerial qualities? You may not be having everything from them. But let me see your discretion. What according to you is general quality?
Work ethics.
Work ethics is for that place or this place? Okay. Work ethics.
Time management.
Hmm? Time management. Okay, yes. This is very strong quality. Hmm.
So leadership.
Leadership. Leadership will always come here, but I'll remember that you put leadership. I'll ask you what is leadership. Hmm. Then
Communication skills.
communication skill. We like to put it into two brackets. Basic communication here. And presentation here. He displayed communication skill, but while speaking, you went here and there, so you lacked presentation skill. So we realize that he has the potential because he had the communication skill, which has to be developed so that he can become a good manager. Okay, please think more.
Multitasking.
Multitasking. Why have I written it here? Why not there? What was the question? The question was why have I written multitasking here, not there?
So because an employee is supposed to do a lot of work and a manager is supposed to tell the employees to do those work, so the manager can focus on on the employees to guide them and to be their leader, and employees have to do a lot of things together.
Manager has to be overall accountable. He should be more focused.
Specialized.
Ultimately, he needs the profits. To hell with philosophies, to hell with everything. Ultimately, whether the result is coming or not, you lose battles in order to win a war. He'll not engage, he'll accept his defeat. Whereas a worker, if he starts accepting defeat, then you had it. Manager accepts defeat,